Dear students, in the earlier sessions, you have learnt about the derivation of the compound angle formulae and also the problems connected with that. Now, I am taking up the next topic, which is called as multiple and submultiple angles. What exactly is the meaning of multiple angle? Suppose you consider an angle x or any angle theta or anything, generally we take it as x. Consider an angle x. When it is multiplied by an integer, it may be positive integer or negative integer. So, suppose you multiply with that is 2x, 3x, minus 5x, minus 6x, minus 11x, something like that. See, all of them, no, they are called as multiple angles of angle x. That is, when it is multiplied by an integer, we call it as a so many times. X has been multiplied by itself 2 times, that is the meaning. So, it is multiplied by some integer, is called as a multiple angle. Similarly, suppose this x is multiplied by a fraction or a rational number, that is x by 2 and minus x by 3 or 3x by 4 or minus 5x by 7, all of them, no, we call them as submultiple angle, that is less than 1. Most of them would be having the value less than 1. So, these are all multiple angles. So, when an angle is multiplied by an integer, it is called a multiple angle. When it is multiplied by a rational number, we call it as a submultiple angle. Now, of course, we are calculating the formulae or deriving the formulae only for 2 angles. One is 2x, the other is 3x. That is 2x and 3x are the 2 multiple angles for which we are going to derive the formulae one by one. So, in today's session, I want to take up the multiple angle 2x here. These derivations, whatever I am doing in this session, they can be expected for a 2-mark question, and all of them are important formulae. You have to remember them. After deriving all of them, you write in a sheet of paper and by heart them properly, because we will be using them to solve the problems here. Now, why we are not deriving for other angle, only for 2 and 3? Any other angle, 6x, 4x, 10x, 100x, no, can be expressed using any one of them. That is why if you learn the formula for sine of 2x, sine of 3x, cos of 2x, cos of 3x, that would be enough to calculate the value of any higher multiple angle. Then, as a particular case, we take here, though I call it a submultiple angle, we take only the half angle. So, it is called as the set of formulae is called as half angle formulae. Okay. Now, here first I am going to derive the formula for sine of 2x, that is the first multiple angle. Now, first formula is sine of 2x. What can be the expansion? What can be the formula for this one? How to express? For that, no, all these derivations, they depend upon the compound angle formula. That is why we start with the compound angle formula. Now, we know this compound angle formula, sine of x plus y. What is the expansion here? It is sine x into cos y plus cos x into sine y. Now, when I derive this one, I had not given any particular value for x and y. The x may be more than y may be more than x, they may be equal to each other also. As a particular case, suppose y and x are equal to each other. That is, if y is equal to x, then on the left hand side, it is x plus x. Wherever y is there, you replace it by x. Right hand side, it is sin x into cos y becomes cos x. Similarly, cos x into sin y becomes sin x. Look at the left hand side. It is x plus x, that is sin of 2x. Isn't it? Sin of 2x. Right hand side, there are 2 terms here. Sin x into cos x. The other one is also cos x into sin x, or you can write sin x, that is the same term is repeated, and in between we are having the positive sign. So, this becomes 2 times sin x into cos x. Now, this is the formula for sin of 2x. Now it is a combination of both of them, 2 sin x into cos x. So wherever sin 2x is there, you can replace by 2 sin x cos x. Or if you have 2 sin x cos x somewhere, you can rewrite that as sin of 2x. So this is the first formula we are learning here. So it is sin of 2x is equal to 2 times sin x into cos x. Now afterwards, now we will go to the second formula, that is the cosine ratio, cosine function. Now first we consider only that multiple angle 2x here. So sin 2x, I have the formula. Now let me consider cos of 2x here. Now in the case of cos of 2x, now it would be given like this. Prove that sin 2x equal to 2 sin x. Well, asking in the question paper, it would be asked like this. Prove that sin 2x equal to 2 sin x into cos x. Now here for sin 2x only one formula given. Whereas for cos of 2x, there are 3 formulae. Any one of them could be utilized. We are going to derive all of them one by one. Okay. See, it has got 3 different expressions. First one is cos square x minus sin square x. That means it involves both cos and sin ratio. The second one, it is purely in terms of sin function, 1 minus 2 sin square x. Third one, purely in terms of cos x. Okay. So all of them are correct. All of them are 3 different ways of expressing cos of 2x here. So first one contains both cos and sin. Second one contains only sin. Third one contains only cos. So whichever we need in a particular problem, you can use that one. That is an advantage in this one. Now let us derive one by one. When you start with the same formula, that is a compound angle formula, first you are going to get the first formula, that is cos square x minus sin square x. After getting, you can get both of them one by one. Now let me consider cos of x plus y. So how do you write this one? We know that, or you can write by compound angle formula. We have the expansion like this. It is cos x into cos y minus sin x into sin y. For all of them, no, we are considering the compound angle formula only. Now cos x into cos y minus sin x into sin y. What did we do in the previous one? We took the value of y to be equal to x here. So x and y, they can take any value. As a particular case, suppose y is equal to x. That is, both of them are equal to each other. The left hand side would be cos of x plus x, and right hand side it is cos x into cos x minus sin x into sin x. Isn't it? Sin x into sin x. So what you see here, this is equal to cos square x minus sin square x. So we got the first one. That is, so when you apply the compound angle formula, take y to be equal to x, the first result is always obtained. If you want, you can give a number for this one, or you take like this. Okay. Now, suppose in a particular problem, they may ask you like this, show that cos of 2x equal to 1 minus 2 sin square x, the second result. So this is the one which we always get in the first one. Okay. To get that one, we have to make some change. Suppose the last part is asked, show that cos of 2x equal to 2 cos square x minus 1. So this we will be getting. With the help of this one, now we have to get both of them one by one, whichever has been asked. Now if all of them have been asked, now you have to try one by one. Now here, let me take the second result. 1 minus 2 sin square x. You see that there is no cos function at all. That means that this cos square x now has to be eliminated. So what we can do, in the first result now, you can write it as this is cos of 2x. First formula I have got here. Now because I want everything in terms only sin here, write this cos square x as 1 minus sin square x, and other sin square x is written as it is. Therefore, the left hand side is same cos of 2x. You observe 1 minus minus, both of them are minus. You add them. Therefore, it is 1 minus 2 sin square x. So, I got the second result. So, when you apply the compound angle formula, always you get this one. If only this is asked, no, you can stop there. Suppose this is asked, no, you have to continue, replace cos square x using the first identity of trigonometry as 1 minus sin square x. Therefore, when you take the total, it becomes 1 minus 2 sin square x. That is why given a number. If you want to derive both of them, you can take in one like that. Suppose I want to get the last result, 2 cos square x minus 1. In that case, no, you observe that there is no sine function at all. It is purely in terms of cosine. Therefore, retain the cos square term as it is. The sine square term has to be written as 1 minus cos square x. Be careful, we are having a minus sign here. So, write both the quantities inside the bracket. That is the one mistake usually students do. Always when you have a minus sign, if you have got more terms here, write inside the bracket. Now remove the bracket. It is cos square x minus 1 minus of minus plus cos square x. Therefore, adding the cos square terms, you get 2 cos square x minus 1, hence the last part. So, depending upon how the question is asked and what has been asked here, you have to adjust the terms like this. So, what we have done is here, first we took the compound angle formula cos of x plus y, and in that one, taking the value of y to be equal to x here, we get cos square x minus sin square x. That is the first formula. And then changing cos square x as 1 minus sin square x, we get the second formula. Again changing sin square x as 1 minus cos square x, I am using the basic identity, I get the third result. So, only for cos of 2x, these are the 3 different formulae, and depending upon, sometimes now they may ask you to prove certain result. In that one, if you want only cosine function, take the last one. If you want only sine, take the second one. If you want both of them, take the first one. So, depending upon, you can use any one of them, because all of them have got the same value cos of 2x. Whereas for sine of 2x at present, it is expressed in terms of both sine and cos, 2 sin x into cos x. Now, let me move on to the next one. So, after sine and cos, which has to be taken into consideration? The tangent of that one. So, the third formula is tan of x plus y. Tan of x plus y. First let me write the formula, tan x plus tan y divided by 1 minus tan x into tan y. Tan x into tan y. Now, again the same procedure, let y be equal to x. Let y be equal to x. So, wherever y is there, you replace it by x, that is tan of x plus x. That would be equal to tan x plus tan x. So, tan x term you write as it is. So, wherever y is there, replace it by x divided by 1 minus tan x into tan x. Now, left hand side, you can see that it is tan of 2x. Right hand side, 1 tan x plus another tan x. So, it is 2 times tan x. Denominator 1 minus tan x into tan x. So, this is equal to tan square x. So, this is the formula. So, for tan of 2x, we have the third formula. For tan of 2x, it is 2 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x. 1 minus tan square x. See, all of them now you can expect for a 2-mark question. Now, 2 more formula, 2 more problems I am going to work out. But before working out those 2 formulae, I just want to give you one more information which we get it from the second result, that is cos of 2x, because we come across these expressions in many problems. So, each time replacing this cos of 2x by any one of them, no, if you have a rearrangement of those 2 formulae, we get one more information. Now, consider cos of 2x. Consider cos of 2x to be equal to 2 cos square x minus 1. The last one I am taking 2 cos square x minus 1. Look here, this is called as a multiple angle and this is the power of the function cos x. So, square term is there, here it is 2 times that angle, multiple angle is the power of the function. Suppose I take minus 1 to the other side, it becomes plus 1. So, how do you write here? 1 plus cos of 2x is equal to 2 cos square x. Now, or if you write like this, 2 cos square x would be equal to 1 plus cos of 2x. It is writing the same formula in another way. Why I am giving this formula is, sometimes when you consider the other branches of mathematics, you come across this 2 cos square x. When you have 2 cos square x, no, we may not be in a position to solve the problem, it is having a power. In such cases, we can express that in terms of the multiple angle. If the term is expressed in multiple angle, it may be easier for us to solve the problem. See, this trigonometry is actually whatever results we are learning here, they are very important not only for other branches of science, for other branches of mathematics also. Okay. So, we will be using this information in some branch of mathematics, where instead of writing this, if you write like this, it would be helpful to solve the problem. That is, the power of function can be expressed in terms of the multiple angle. So, that can be taken as the fourth formula, that is 2 times cos square x can be written as 1 plus cos of 2x. 1 plus cos of 2x, or you can take this 2 to the right hand side also like this. That is, cos square x can be written as 1 plus cos 2x by 2, or if you take on the left hand side itself, 2 cos square x equal to 1 plus cos of 2x. The same formula, it is written in another way. So, you can remember this one, it would be easy for you to apply wherever it is needed, that is when the power should be converted into multiple angle. Similarly, take the second result, it is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square x. Now, let me take this minus term to the left hand side, this to the right hand side. Then what you will be getting? 2 sin square x, that minus will become plus here. This goes to the other side, means it becomes a negative. It is 1 minus cos of 2x. You observe that 1 plus cos of 2x is 2 cos square x. 1 minus cos of 2x is 2 sin square x. So, here the power of sin x now could be expressed in terms of the multiple angle, but be careful about the sign of that one. It is sin square x means 1 minus and cos square x means 1 plus. So, these are the formula. Actually, this fourth and fifth we are not deriving directly. It can be expressed using the second formula, that is because in we do not take that cos square x minus sin square x. Only the second and third version of that second formula could also be expressed in another way, where the power of the function is expressed in terms of the multiple angle. See, sometimes we need this particular result, that is why I am giving that information. So, fourth and fifth usually they do not ask you to derive, the first, second and third can be expected for a 2-mark question. Now, 2 more formulae. Actually, sometimes they are asked as problem, prove that. They give you, they give the instruction like that, prove that one. It is again given for a 2-mark question. Here tan of 2x is written in terms of tangent only. Sin of 2x is written in terms of both sin and cos. Cos of 2x in terms of both sin and cos, only with sin, only with cosine. Whereas here it is purely in terms of tangent. Now, the sin of 2x and cos of 2x can also be expressed using the tan function. That is what I am going to teach you now. That is, sin of 2x can be expressed in terms of the tan function, tangent function. Similarly, cos of 2x can also be expressed in terms of the tangent function, and that can be given as a problem also. We are going to work out that one, just we derived this one. For these three, we started with the compound angle formula. We started with the basic information. Now, once these formulae are known to us, we use this result to prove these next two problems, and they can also be taken as formulae. Wherever you want, you can use that one. So the next two, it is like this. Prove that next formula, that is, I can take it as 6 here. It is sine of 2x is equal to 2 tan x divided by 1 plus tan square x. See, be careful about the sign. You observe here, for tan of 2x, that's why I have written the formula there. You can have the reference. Tan of 2x equal to 2 tan x over 1 minus tan square x. And what I have written here? 2 tan x divided by 1 plus tan square x. You have to be careful about this sign, because the same numerator we are having. If you write plus here, it is sin 2x. You observe here, sin of 2x has got one expansion like this. It is purely in terms of sin and cos. Whereas here, sin of 2x is expressed in terms of tangent of the function. So in the denominator, it has to be positive. Usually, as you know that whenever you are proving, we start from the left hand side, arrive at the right hand side. The common practice, more than 90% we follow that procedure. In this problem, I am starting from the right hand side. Start from the left hand side, certainly you can get this side, but it is better to start from the right hand side and get the left hand side rather easily. Therefore, let me write it as the right hand side. What is in the right hand side? 2 tan x. And you know that sin of 2x has the expansion to sin x and cos x. That gives us a hint that both the tan x in the numerator denominator should be written in terms of sin and cos. How do you write that one? 2 times sin x by cos x. Numerator I am writing divided by 1, I am writing as 1 by 1, plus tan square x can be written as sin square x divided by cos square x. Okay, numerator there is only one term, 2 into sin x divided by cos x. So no question of taking LCM. Whereas in the denominator we are having sum of the two fractions. Therefore, take the LCM for the denominator. So write it as 2 sin x cos x. Write a lengthy line here. What is the LCM for this one? LCM for 1 and cos square x is cos square x only. So 1 cos square x times into the numerator is cos square x, and this is sin square x. Now we go to the basic identity. Cos square x plus sin square x is 1, as you know. Therefore, I can write it as 2 sin x over cos x whole thing divided by 1 minus cos square x. 1 minus cos square x. You have to give the reason in the working column, since sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Wherever you are using certain result, it is a good practice to quote that result in the working column or by the side of this one in bracket, since write the 3 dots like that, give the reason for that one. Now look at this quantity cos square x. This being the denominator of the denominator goes to the numerator. So it can be written as 2 sin x divided by cos x. I am writing the numerator. This cos square x has gone to the numerator. So cos square x divided by 1. I hope remember they tell you to write it in the reverse order, isn't it? The reciprocal. So 1 cos x and 1 cos x, they get cancelled. So what is remaining now? We are having on the, we started with the right hand side actually. Here what is the remaining quantity? It is 2 sin x into cos x. But what is 2 sin x cos x? We have already derived the formula. This is equal to sin of 2x. Therefore, I can write it as left hand side. So, in these two problems now, we start with the right hand side, arrive at the left hand side. Now, this is the procedure. So, this is one formula. Another formula I am writing, that is the formula 6, that is sin of 2x. Sin of 2x can be written as 2 tan x divided by 1 plus tan square x. 1 plus tan square x. So don't get confused, that is 1 minus tan square x means it becomes tan of 2x, whereas here it is sin of 2x equal to 2 tan x over 1 plus tan square x. Now let me consider one more formula where even cos of 2x, see apart from the 3 expansions, 3 formulae, I am going to derive one more in which cos of 2x is expressed in terms of only the tangent function. The formula is like this. Prove that cos of 2x equal to 1 minus tan square x divided by 1 plus tan square x. 1 plus tan square x. And here also, as I told in the previous problem, we start from the right hand side. What's the right hand side? 1 minus tan square x over 1 plus tan square x. So start with the right hand side. Try to show that it is equal to cos of 2x. Now cos of 2x, you observe all the 3 formulae contain either both cos and sine or only sine or only cosine. That again gives us a hint that you have to write tan in terms of sine and cosine. So how do you write this one? 1, write it as 1 by 1. Tan square x could be written as sin square x by cos square x. Now write a lengthy line. Same procedure in the denominator also. Replace tan square x by sin square x by cos square x. Now you observe both the numerator denominator subtraction or addition of fractions, automatically you have to take the LCM. So for the numerator, the LCM is cos square x. So it is 1 into cos square x minus sin square x. Okay. Denominator also, cos square x is the LCM. It is 1 into cos square x plus sin square x. First step is both cos square x. They can be, because it goes to the numerator, gets cancelled. Now look at the numerator. What is remaining? Let me write first. It is cos square x minus sin square x divided by what is remaining in the denominator, cos square x plus sin square x. Now look at the numerator. In the numerator I am having cos square x minus sin square x. Now look at the second result. It is cos of 2x equal to cos square x minus sin square x. So the numerator can be replaced by cos of 2x. And look at the denominator. Again we have got the basic identity, cos square theta plus sin square theta, whose value equal to 1. Therefore it is cos of 2x, which is nothing but the left hand side. Okay. So this is the procedure we adopt. So let me take the 7th result as cos of 2x equal to 1 minus tan square x divided by 1 plus tan square x. So all these formulae, here of course first, second, third and 6th and 7th, they are giving the value of sin 2x, cos of 2x, tan of 2x, and the 6th and 7th, they are giving us the values of both sin 2x and cos 2x in terms of the tangent function. 4th and 5th, there are other way of writing the cos of 2x formula which may be helpful to us while solving the problems. That is why usually I give these 2 results as soon as I teach cos of 2x here. Now these are the all of them can be, see this 4th and 5th usually they are not asked for in the examination. 1, 2, 3 and 6, 7. All of them could be expected for a 2-mark question. For the first 3, you make use of the compound angle formula. Take y to be equal to x, we get that one. For these 2, start from the right hand side, use the basic information. Tan theta is sin theta by cos theta, and also the basic identity you have to use. Then in the case of first one, use the first formula, second one, use the second formula. You get the left hand side. Now when I started this multiple angle, I told you it is another angle is called as submultiple angle. That is, when the angle x is multiplied by a rational number, 1 by 2, 3 by 2, some fraction I mean, we get an angle that is called as a submultiple angle. But that is a general definition. Here we are considering only particular one, that is called as the half angle formula. Half angle formula, that is one we are going to learn. No more derivation here. It is only, I am giving the formula directly. Half angle formulae. Formula F-O-R-M-U-L-A, it is singular. And if you add E, formulae, we don't write formulas, it is not correct. Formulae means it is plural. Now, another thing. See, look at this one. I told you 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, all of them are called as multiple angles. But we derived the formula only for 2x and 3x. And any other angle, bigger than this one, more than this one, can always be expressed using these formulae. It can be written using 2x or 3x. So, these two would be enough. Now, observe in these things, in all of them, forget about this one, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Left hand side we are having 2x angle, right hand side it is x and x, that means 1x. Here also 2x, there is 1x, 2x and tan x here. Here also 2x, 1x. That means that the angle on the left hand side is 2 times the angle on the right hand side, or we can say whatever angle that is present on the right hand side is half of this angle. So, 2x is there, you can write x. Suppose I give you 4x here, sine of 4x. How do you write? 2 times, here you come to this one, sine of 4x. If I write, what is the half of 4x? It is 2x, isn't it? So, it is 2 sine 2x into cos of 2x. Suppose I give you sine of 6x. What is half of that one? 3x. So, I can write 2 sine 3x into cos of 3x. Suppose I give you sine of 100x. What is half of that one? 50. So, you can write 2 sine 50x and cos of 50x. So, whatever may be the angle on the left hand side, right hand side, when you use the formula would be half of that value. Now, 2x will become 1x on the right hand side. Suppose I am having only x on the left hand side. What is half of that one? It becomes x by 2. So, whatever formula here, if you replace x by 2, that becomes the half angle formula. Okay. So, if you use the same x, no, it may be confusing. I am using another, another letter to denote the half angle formula. See, suppose I take 2x to be equal to theta. Let me consider. Then, what happens to the value of x here? X becomes theta by 2, isn't it? When 2x is replaced by theta, taking 2 to the right hand side, x becomes theta by 2. Now, in all the 7 formulae, you replace 2x by theta and x by theta by 2, we get another set of 6 formulae. They are called as half angle formulae. So, what are the, one by same order I am considering. First one, sin 2x, how do you write that one? Sin theta. Therefore, right hand side is 2 sin theta by 2 into cos of theta by 2. Okay. I could have used the same x here. Just to avoid confusion, I am using another letter, theta. Okay, it is a Greek alphabet, you are already familiar. So, same formula I am having, the difference is 2x will be replaced by theta, x will be replaced by theta by 2. Now, come to the second formula, it is cos of theta. So, there are 3 ways of writing, it is cos square theta by 2 minus sin square theta by 2. Next one is 1 minus 2 sin square theta by 2. And the third one is 2 times cos square theta by 2 minus 1. So, we have used the half angle formula here. So, sin theta and cos theta can be written in this form using the half angle. Now, let me come to the third one, that is the tangent. Now, tan of 2x. How do you write that one? It is tan of theta. And the right hand side is 2 times tan of theta by 2 divided by 1 minus tan square theta by 2. Okay, 1 minus tan square theta by 2. Come to the fourth one. See, in this one, of course, I could have written 1 plus cos 2x equal to 2 cos square x there also, so that the left hand side would be containing multiple angle, right hand side is half of that one. Now, x is replaced by theta by 2 means you could write this as 2 cos square theta by 2 would be equal to 1 plus cos theta. Same thing, the fifth one, 2 sin square theta by 2 would be equal to 1 minus cos theta. See, all these formulas are very important. When you learn about another branch of mathematics, when we come across that trigonometry function, we will be using all this one. First year PUC, and when you go to second PUC also, all these results are important. You always write all of them, compound angle, multiple angle, one more set of formula I am going to teach you, all of them at a stretch on one sheet of paper, and always keep with you so that whenever you want it, you can have a reference to that one. You can by heart all of them easily. So, this replacing 2x and x by theta and theta by 2 respectively, we get the first 5 formulae like this. Now, come to the 6th and the 7th. So, here again sin theta is written in terms of tangent of that one. 2 tan theta by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square theta by 2. And finally, we have cos theta. It is 1 minus tan square theta by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square theta by 2. So, all of them now they are called as half angle formulae. So, first what we did? We derived the formula for the multiple angle 2x of all the 3 functions, sine, tangent, cos and tangent. So, sine of 2x is 2 sin x cos x. Cos of 2x have got 3 different versions or 3 different ways of expressing. Now, tan of 2x is 2 tan x over 1 minus tan square x. Rewriting the cos of 2x formula, we get 2 more results where the power of the function cos x and sin x could be expressed in terms of the multiple angle cos of 2x. And 6th and 7th, these formula give us the values of sin 2x as well as cos of 2x in terms of the tangent function. Okay. Now, in all of them, these are called as a multiple angle formula of 2x. Now, when this 2x and whatever may be the angle on the left hand side, we have on the right hand side the half of that one. So, here of course, I took even number 2x, when I explained also I took even number. Suppose the left hand side is 3x, it is an odd number, right hand side would be 3x by 2. Suppose it is 111x, it is 111x by 2 like that. So, whatever angle is present on the left hand side, right hand side would be half of that one. So, taking a particular value here, taking 2x to be theta and x becomes theta by 2, we get the list of half angle formulae. Now, I am completing the session now. Now, in the next session, I am going to derive the trigonometric formulae for the multiple angle 3x. There, only one expression, and the sin 3x would be expressed only in terms of sin, and the cos 3x would be expressed only in terms of cosine, and tan 3x is expressed only in terms of tangent function. Now, mixing up like this one. So, and all of them can be given for a 2-mark question. And those 3x formulae, they can be expected for a 3-mark question because it carries more number of steps. So, we will meet in the next session. Thank you.